I look at this situation and I see people. I see 151 representatives of the people. 25 of them are in the chamber right now. Hopefully the other 126 are listening somewhere, although it doesn't appear that we're at a point where across our tribal nations, one party's listening to the other at all. And that disturbs me. So I often tell people that I'm not a politician. I'm not a professional politician. Certainly I'm not. I'm a 30-year marketing person. Basically, I'm also a 20-year public servant in volunteer and elected roles. But, you know, the fiber of my professional and personal life has always been service to others. So, and pardon me, I'll try to keep this short and germane, but I represent 25,000 people in a really wonderful constituency that has a flagpole planted in the middle of Main Street. And we've been arguing over having that flagpole there and the implications on traffic for as long as I've lived in Newtown. We don't ever agree. But we never have reached a point where we stop talking about it. And in this chamber and the one upstairs, we don't talk anymore. And when we talk, we're speaking to ourselves. I've heard from hundreds and hundreds of my constituents, probably about 200 of them this weekend alone, because I asked them what they thought. And the overwhelming majority I'm not even going to talk about because it's not important to this conversation. What I'm going to talk about is the subtext that I got from about 50 different people saying, what the hell is wrong with our government? Why can't you guys figure out a way to work together? And you know what? The essence of democracy, without me quoting constitutional law, 3 equal branches of government, and the majority generally rules. It would mean so much to my constituents and to yours if we would do what 50 individuals did for me this weekend, which was remind ourselves that the people that we serve, they're depending on us working together to keep them safe. And bottom line, executive powers, no executive powers. There's not a human being in this room that wants to endanger the health and safety of any human being in Connecticut, whether it be in a motor vehicle crash or COVID. We agree on so much more than we disagree on. I would love to see us agree, with the governor's blessing, to do this thing together again, because our constituents are expecting us to grow up, to act like adults, to set an example for our children and their children, and stop being so damn tribal. All we need is a few folks that respect the sanctity of hearing from the public to cross over and give us a no vote, which is not in any way connected to disrespecting Ned Lamont, who is a man who's done the best he could with this terrible situation. And everybody that's in this room should be so incredibly proud of the fact that Connecticut is #1 in something really good this time. We have the highest vax rate, except for, I think, Vermont. We have the lowest transmission rate. We stopped counting death rate, so the metrics are a little different, so it's tough to compare it to last time out. But there is no confusing the fact that each of us works for 25,000 human beings, and they would like to see us working together. I would like to see us working together. This is the people's building. I'd like to feel welcome in it again. Please, for God's sake, let's open up. Please. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.